I gave him a dog treat so he'd be good. I don't know what he's doing to it. Hi guys, my name's Hayley Williams. That was my dog Bo. He's been in the background of a few videos and you guys seem to like him. Anyways, so today on AwesomenessTV, I'm going to be showing you guys some DIY room decorations. If you didn't know, I make DIY videos here on YouTube and I just love making my own stuff for my room, so I hope you guys like the ideas. If you have any questions about anything, be sure to leave them down below because I try to reply to all the comments, so yeah, if you have any questions, be sure to leave them. And I'm going to go ahead and get started with the video.
So for the first DIY, we are going to be making this pillow inspired by a yin yang pillow I saw at Urban Outfitters. You're going to need black and white fabric. I got a yard of each, but you would probably be fine with half a yard, and then you're just going to need some sort of pillow stuffing, which you can get at a fabric store. So laying out your black fabric, you want to find something you can trace that's circular. I use the top of a hat box, but like a regular fedora hat, if you have one, would work really well. As you can see, I've doubled up the fabric so that there are 2 layers. That way we have our top and bottom pieces and they're the same size, so you just want to trim around it as evenly as you possibly can. Then we're going to go work with our white fabric, again drawing a circular shape. This one's going to be a little different. I'm using 2 bowls to create the kind of like S shape in the middle of the yin yang sign. So just grab 2 bowls that are similar sizes and voila, you have your nice little S shape. Then you just want to go ahead and cut this out. And if you have fabric scissors, they really work the best. So taking the white S shape, we're going to go ahead and glue that to the top of our black fabric. You can use needle and thread if you are talented with sewing. I am just definitely not, and hot glue is really easy for me to use. So we're going to be gluing this inside out, which is going to sound kind of weird, but basically this is going to create the smoothest edge around the pillow. So again, I'm using hot glue to seal the edges. If you want to use a needle and thread, that's completely fine. You'll notice that I've glued all of it except for one portion. That's because we need to turn it inside right eventually. So while you're waiting for your glue to dry, one thing you can do is go ahead and cut out the fill that's going to be in your pillow. I ended up cutting mine in a circular shape, but honestly, when I was doing this, it really didn't matter. You could just stuff it in there. And then I also needed fabric for the dots that are going to go on the top of the pillow, so you can go ahead and cut those out while you're waiting. I waited about 15 to 20 minutes, and then I was able to turn my pillow inside right and then just fill it with the fabric that I had gotten, and then you can go ahead and add on the dots to the top of the pillow. Sorry, I cannot talk today. And then you want to go ahead and fold in the fabric so that you can continue that smooth edge that you created earlier. Just be careful because the glue can definitely burn your finger, but once you're all done, you have this really cute throw pillow. So next we're going to be creating a dream catcher, and I kind of got inspiration from like 3 people, and I really wanted to have like kind of a boho sort of feel. So you're going to need some sort of colorful yarn. You can just go to the craft store for that. You're also going to need a fabric doily. I got mine from Joann Fabric Store for like $1, super cheap. And then finally you're just going to need some sort of like sewing hoop. You can also get these at fabric stores. Mine was $1.25. And then once you have all these supplies, we're ready to get started. So taking the hoop, you want to go ahead and place the fabric doily in the center, and we are going to kind of just like thread this onto the hoop. Sounds more complicated than it is, I promise. It's really easy. So I'm just tying a knot to the side of the hoop, taking the thread and then needling it kind of like through each individual hole. And what I did was I would thread it through one and then skip 2 holes and then thread it through the next one, just to kind of create a nice like even spacing throughout. Also, to give it a little bit more space, what I would do is after I looped it through a hole, I would wrap it around the hoop one time and then wrap it around again and then continue on to the next hole. So as you play with it, you'll kind of understand like how the spacing should be, and once you've gotten all the way around, you can go ahead and tie it. So now what we're going to do is make the bottom part with all of the little frilly yarn and lace pieces. So I don't know if you guys have seen tutorials on YouTube before on how to make your own tassels, but basically what you do is you loop the fabric around something a couple times and then tie a knot at the top, and then you can go ahead and cut the fabric at the bottom, and it just creates a nice little tassel effect. Or you could just tie individual strands and then cut them nice and evenly at the bottom. Literally, there's like no rules to this. It's supposed to be kind of like bohemian and just not like a very neat DIY. So once you're satisfied with the bottom of your dream catcher, you can go ahead and take some yarn and tie a knot at the top so you can hang it up. And then once you're all done, you can go ahead and put it above your bed. This last DIY is inspired by Chanel perfume bottles, and I just thought this would be something really cute to put on your desk. So what you want to do is look up Chanel logos online and just cut one out. Then you can go ahead and taking some tape, just line it around the edges. Taking a glass box that I got from Hobby Lobby, what we're going to do is just take this little decal and stick it inside the box and tape it to it. So easy. Then taking these two smaller boxes that I got from Hobby Lobby and just gluing them together, and that's going to create kind of like the top of our faux perfume bottle. So once you're done with that, you can go ahead and glue that onto the top of the larger glass box, and that's it. It's so simple, and I think it looks really cute.
So I hope you guys liked all of the ideas. If you have any questions, like I said earlier, be sure to leave them down below so I can answer them for you. Also, if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to Awesomeness TV for more videos like this, and if you want to check out my channel, it'll be linked down below. And I'll see you guys later. Bye!